night before a long road trip, and if you remember this computer, a little bit expensive. So I got to drive this thing 10 and a half, probably 12 hours. Yeah, 12 hours, get it to the customer. And before I get it to the customer, I need to make sure everything works. So making sure the graphics card drivers are good, Windows Update is good. I built this thing, got it done about 3 weeks ago, but because of sickness and all the other stuff going on, wasn't able to make the trip as planned. So got it fired up, everything's good, all updates are good, which I'm glad I did it because apparently Windows didn't activate. I had to re-put the code in, now it works. All the drivers are good to go, so let's get this thing packed up in the car, and then tomorrow morning we leave to drop it off to the customer and get this out of my hair. Little windy and chilly out. So get the customers their box. I got plenty of boxes lying around the house, so they can have their MSI box. There's OTAX box, and let's get that big behemoth loaded inside. All right, hold on. Let's move this over here, move this over here. All right.
Do you want it like this or do you want to face?
Actually, let's push it back because then the luggage will go right over here. Okay. Looks good. Luggage will go right there. Golden. Packed, ready to go. So, see you in the morning. It is early. Haven't done a little road trip in a while. Car is loaded up. It's like 23 degrees in Indiana, and it's supposed to be a little colder. So that's not good. We'll make sure we're warm. I think right now it's only like 40 degrees over here, so gotta make sure I'm bundled up. Computer's packed secure, everything's loaded, so let's get on the road and try to get some breakfast. First stop, Chick-fil-A. Get myself a biscuit. Small, but it'll get the job done. Little energy drink. I'm taking the passenger side. 7-Eleven. And 8 hours to go. So let's munch and drive. All right, so we are 250 miles in to this 700-mile journey, and it's actually a gorgeous drive. Driving through the mountains, driving through the tunnels. I enjoy it. The missus needs the old Starbucks as she's doing most of this drive because my back gave out on me. Great, fantastic. So let's check the most important thing, and let's see how our computer is holding up in travel. If I could figure out how to open this up. I love the magic technology. Push a button, everything opens up. Well, it hasn't fallen over. That's good. Should give it the whole shake test. I don't hear nothing rattling, so far so good. Got my luggage kind of packed around it just to kind of make sure that nothing falls over. Everything's looking pretty good, so let's get some coffee, maybe get some gas and keep trucking. So our ETA time of arrival should be 6 o'clock. So the goal is to get over there, drop them off the computer. That way we could go out to a nice dinner and then spend the next day just kind of doing whatever we want to do. Maybe try to kind of find a couple of used parts deals in Indiana. So we'll see. With what?
Chick-fil-A.
Just leave it. Some munch on it.
Do you want anything from in there? I thought I did.
No, I'm good.
Alright, I'll get a receipt for you too.
Hmm? Oh, I'll get me one here.
Okay.
$3.45. Glad I don't have that whole premium. $4.05. I mean, hey. And one of the most important things about road tripping, you gotta check your fluids. Antifreeze is there, engine is still there. See how the whole oil thing is doing. Oil is good. Watch out for that ice.
That's why I went around.
You just made it in the video. Not too bad. Back on the road. Alright, time for a snack break. One thing I love about going further north and even more west compared to the area I'm in, Tim Hortons. I love me some Tim Hortons. They ain't got nothing on Dunkin or whatever. I think in my area it's Krispy Kreme. That all sucks. So before we go in, let's double check the computer, make sure nothing is dancing around and moving. Computer check. Yep, still good. Nothing rattling. So I'm going inside, hit the bathroom, get me some an apple fritter, maybe a little coffee or something. Probably not, I don't drink coffee. And then I think we got like 150 more miles, and I'm gonna drop this joker off. Tim Hortons for the win. Got me an apple fritter, some other donuts for the rest of the family. Looks good, tastes good. Gosh, I love Tim Hortons. So should be there in about 2 hours, and we'll probably drop off the computer first and then get something more nourishing to eat than junk food. But hey, we got snacks for later. Tim Hortons, woo, love it. There's the apartment. We're here. Yeah, just hang tight for a sec.
I'm trying to put more.
Made it. 12 hours. Let's open this up. Let's get the man his computer. Patiently waiting for it. Computer check. No rattle, so we're good. So let's get this guy down here. The hotel has a swimming pool, so take the kids swimming. So nice little impromptu getaway. It's an easy drive. This is a nice drive.
Yes.
Yeah, I enjoyed the drive through the mountains.
Well, 12 hours.
Well, she did the whole drive, and my back is tweaked, so.
It is a nice little drive, especially the longest part is the mountains.
That's the best part.
Which is also the best part.
I think Ohio is the longest.
Not really.
So now that the computer's dropped off, I can finally relax. Just having that thing sitting in my garage is just kind of, you know, not good. Well, I kept it in one of my spare bedrooms, but still, I just don't like having other people's property just sitting around, and that one's been sitting for too long. So family and I are hungry, and we found this place over here. See if I can zoom it in. Bronzini Pizzeria, New York style. A lot of claims to New York style, but you know, we'll see. So let's go in here, let's get some grub, and see if it's any good. Might not be New York style, I don't know. We'll find out. Place is pretty busy. Smells great. Pretty nice decor. Love New York. So we ordered an appetizer. It's called garlic knuckles. Pretty awesome. Or bread knuckles. I think this buttered garlic sauce. Pretty yummy. Definitely worth it. Can't wait to see what the pizza looks like. This looks really good. It don't look like no New York pizza, but it still looks pretty good. Check this out right here. Look at that. So, about to bite into this, have a good time, and I'll let you know what I think. Yeah, that pizza didn't stand a chance. Fantastic. Well, we still got a bunch we got to bring back, so that was fantastic. So this place, pretty good. So let's head to the hotel, and we got to wrap this day up. We made it. Best Western for the win. So computer's dropped off, customer's happy with it, everything is running great. It was a long drive, but kind of doing this as a little mini vacation. It's got a pool, so a little kiddo's gonna be able to jump in there and splash around for a little bit. But it is cold, I am tired. It was about 9 o'clock at night, so I'm gonna jump into our hotel, get under the blankets, warm up, and I'll probably see you guys tomorrow. Morning. Time for some Dunkin'. 8 o'clock. It's cold. It's Indiana place a little cold. I think I've gotten spoiled in the South. Kind of run away from my New York roots. So we at the Dunkin Donuts. Wife's inside ordering me a sandwich. Give me a donut. It's not as good as the whole Tim Hortons, but nearest Tim Hortons is about an hour away from here, so that's a bummer. So let's see how the sandwich is, and we'll get started from there. And I think the next thing that we're gonna do is probably hunt down a Best Buy this morning. Reason being is sometimes these Best Buys have some good clearances going on, and I know the graphics cards have dropped significantly, so I might be able to pick up a good deal on something for another build or another project. So we're gonna try to find a Best Buy. I may try to hunt down a retro game store because I like the whole retro gaming stuff. Might try to do that, but I don't know. We'll see how we feel. I'm still a little jet lagged from yesterday, so we're gonna play it by ear. I know I definitely got to dunk the kiddo in the pool, so that's a must. I think we're just gonna go with how we feel. So let's go get some food with the family and take it from there. Turn the car on. Uh-oh. Check engine. Traction off. Should be good, right? I mean, I opened the hood. The engine was still there, so we should be good. Maybe find an AutoZone. See what that code is. Or maybe just look at the engine again. We'll be all right. AutoZone for the win. Let's make sure this thing is not too serious, you know? Got the family with me. Kind of like them. Don't want nothing bad to happen to them.
Just take a random guess over here.
182. Yeah, about 900 miles from home, so I want to make sure we'll make it back.
Yeesh. Traveling?
Yeah, visit some friends.
That may be something you want to take care of. Looks like it's the camshaft position sensor, possibly. It says the sensor signal is high. Your camshaft mess up.
Camshaft.
You're not going to get home, so I'd recommend getting it fixed. I can print this off if you'd like.
Yeah, if you don't mind. Man. Okay. Well, I better get some AAA, right? I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Well, this ain't good. Camshaft position sensor. Yeah, we might have a problem. I guess we'll just chance it and see what happens. Man, that guy's car looks sweet. Nice. All right, so got to pondering. We're gonna do the adventures today, even though this thing has a bad cam sensor that may leave me stranded, but I look at it this way, it didn't happen until I get here. Wow, that exhaust is loud. Very loud. Just wait for him to drive off, hopefully. So this thing didn't really start until we got here. So maybe something came loose. I think the cam sensor might be under the intake. I'm not 100% sure. There will be a video for this. So if you guys haven't heard, I have a garage channel where I do automotive stuff, as that's one of the things I do. So definitely check that channel out if you're interested. But for now, I'm just gonna check these. These are all my variable valve timing solenoids and all that stuff. I know we went from tech to auto. How awesome is that? Yeah, I actually don't know where that sensor would be at. I'd have to look it up first. So, but, you know, you might get lucky and see something that's unplugged or a loose ground or anything. Yeah, I'm not sure what that would be. We'll have to look it up. But hey, I mean, at least I'm one of those people that when I actually lift up my engine, you know what I'm looking at. I see a lot of people that do that and they're like, why do you lift your engine if you don't know what you're looking for or looking at? But anyways, so we're gonna eat breakfast. We'll let the kiddo do swimming, and then we're gonna head to the Best Buy, found 2 retro stores, and then we'll take it from there. And I think that will close out today, ending out shopping over there, and then tomorrow we'll head back to the south. All right, so our first adventure, Southside Flea Market. Apparently it's a retro game store. I don't know, flea markets might have something else pretty good on it, but the good news is the check engine light is off, so don't look like we're gonna break down. So let's get out of here and see what's in there. Everything's good. Pokemon games. I love Pokemon games. Always so expensive. Just think they don't have the prices on it. But I can imagine the prices are not cheap. This place has tons and tons of PS2 games. I mean, that's all PS2. Game room. That place is a bust. Way overpriced. It kind of smelled funny in there. Let's see what else is in this place. Yes, 3.
No, my toy.
I'll come back and get it. Come back.
Well, that place was a total bust. I mean, expensive, overpriced, smells real bad, and just nobody wants to help you out. You know, if you want to make a sale, just have a little more customer service and be more friendly. So I think I'm done with that. We'll head to the Best Buy, and then I think we're gonna call this trip. All right, quick change of plans. Goodwill. Sometimes Goodwill's pretty good. I've actually bought cheap monitors and cheap computer stuff and even retro game stuff on there. So lately they've been more miss than hit. So let's see how they go today. What they got. You know, these Apple keyboards actually work out pretty nice. You cleaned them up and they're good to have, and they sell real quick. So $6, probably paying a little more than what it's worth, but if it works, I think it's worth it. Yeah, we'll get this. These monitors, this one would have been a good one, but it's like all yellowed and nasty, and I'm afraid to put that in my house. If they have DVI, then yeah, when they have DVI, I buy them. And those work out really good, but I think I'm gonna pass on these. And they're charging $20 for these monitors. It's ridiculous. I used to say if it was $5, maybe I'd pick it up, but $20 is definitely not worth it. Last stop, Best Buy. So let's go and see what we got. Maybe get some good clearance items. Who knows? PS5, something. I mean, I don't know. I just like to walk around Best Buy sometimes and just look at things. Sometimes you find a good deal, most times not. So let's see what we come up with. Wow, it's hard to believe that you can actually walk into Best Buy now and get a graphics card. I mean, unbelievable. Nothing to write home about. I mean, nothing spectacular. No Founders Editions. Wow, they got RX 580s brand new in the box for $150. I didn't know that was a thing. 6500 XT. Wow, so RX 580s, $150 brand new. 6500 XT, $165. So you get the EVGA 1600 watt, $339. $269. What is this one? $169 for a 1000 watt, which they don't have any for that. I just recently picked up a Corsair 1000 watt, so I think I'm good there. Coolers, you got the Kraken with the whole prettiness thing going on over here. So yeah, I mean, it's a cool feature, but I think you pay a little too much just for that feature. I mean, pickings are slim. Yeah. So I'm probably not gonna get anything. There's nothing that's worth my time, but I saw this one, this HP. It's real thin. $1,049. It's only got like a 1660. It's a Ryzen 5 5600G. A little RGB, a couple of frames per second, but I mean, really? Single channel RAM? Definitely paying more for the name and the aesthetic. I mean, it's kind of cool looking, but man, $1,049. That's crazy. Guys, definitely build your own computer. Just saw this on my way out. Alienware Aurora R13. I mean, $2,200. i7 12700F, 120mm AIO. It's a 3070, but I mean, probably one of the lower end models, or I think it's Dell's custom ones that they do. I forget, don't quote me 100%. At least it has dual channel memory, but I'd expect something nicer looking for the memory. This whole case style, definitely not my thing. $2,200, you could definitely build yourself something better with better components. It's funny how people just kind of fall for this, I guess. Dinner time, we decided to hit up that pizza place. Yeah, this food is fantastic. I mean, great people, great food, great drinks. I mean, this place is pretty good. You know, we don't got places like this where I'm from, so I enjoy it. It's not New York, but it does get the job done. So we're gonna finish stuffing our faces over here, and I'll finish up an outro and close this video out. It's the next day, and I'm back. So I didn't feel like recording the drive back last night. We were just kind of rushing to get back, and it just rained the whole way, just driving from Indiana to Kentucky to West Virginia, and then just getting back to where we're at. So it was a long drive, but it was pretty awesome. 3-day trip, 12 hours. I mean, it was a little rough in the sense that driving up 12 hours and only having one day just to kind of hang out is a little tough, but it was still fun. A bit of an impromptu family vacation, so I'm very thankful for that. And I'm gonna take this time just to answer a few questions that people may be wondering and just kind of explain some things. Why would I drive 12 hours to drop off a computer? And or even number two, how much money did I make doing this? Well, so why did I do it? Number one, family and I were kind of due for a little impromptu vacation. It was a good opportunity, and we never been to Indiana. I mean, pretty cool place. So we just took the opportunity to just kind of explore an adventure, and it worked out really good. We're actually going to go back to that state again and explore some other things. There's some cool caverns. We're not too far from Kansas and Chicago, so we might just do that again. And it's good to kind of get an idea of the area, where it's at, and it's pretty cool. We like to explore. We like to travel. So a question that I'm sure somebody's going to ask is, how much money did I make doing this? I really didn't make no money. It was more for the family vacation, the opportunity, also to do the content. And not to mention that I wanted to get my hands on a 4090 just to kind of experiment with it, to kind of get an idea of how good it runs or some of the things to keep in mind. Another thing I wanted to do was mess around with the 13900K. 4090 with the 13900K performs fantastic. So I was pretty good to kind of get some benchmarkings on that, take advantage of that opportunity. I've yet to build, now that I think about it, I've never built an 011 Dynamic. I learned some things with that, especially with the whole graphics card size. So it was cool. It was a good opportunity. And like I said, the whole big thing with it was just kind of getting an impromptu vacation and exploring an area that we've never been to. Now, I did try to check the used markets to do some flips, but the timing, mostly because Sunday, in my opinion, I find it harder to hunt things down on Sunday because people are just kind of busy or just not wanting to go out. I did put some feelers. There was some really good deals, especially saw RX 580 for like $40. Somebody had a 6600 XT for $100. But I reached out to them, and honestly, they didn't respond until the next day while we were on the road. So rather unfortunate. If I had more time, I definitely would like to hit up the used market. And I think that's something I'm going to do in the upcoming videos, is just kind of go to a state or an area I haven't been, hit up the used market and see what kind of computer we could put together. So that's something that's coming in the works. And the thrift store, unfortunately, was a bust. I mean, I did pick up this keyboard. It's the Apple, I think it's the A1048 keyboard. Actually in pretty good condition. Everything seems to work. And this is an easy flip. I paid $6 for it. And actually, I got a buyer lined up that'll take this for $40. I guess it's a little desirable. I've seen them go for eBay for about $30 to $40. So, I mean, you might say that's not a big profit for a flip, but you know what? That's $20, $30 more that I didn't have before. So that's pretty cool. And I'll play with this and clean it up real nice. Maybe do a video on that. But I mean, I couldn't turn down this keyboard for $6. I mean, why not? The Goodwill market, just to kind of, and maybe I'll do a separate video on that. It's just a bust lately. Back in the day, a while ago, I used to be able to go to Goodwill, get some old computer cases, monitors for good deals. Monitors used to be like $5 a pop. I used to get tons of keyboards for flips for like $1 a pop, and now monitors are $20 to $30. Are definitely not worth it. Keyboards going for $10, and I was surprised that this one was only $10. I mean $6, but I mean Goodwill market's pretty bad. Now you have to get online and bid through there. I've seen through that one, and I guess Goodwill has caught on to the fact that, hey, there is some profit to be made on some of this stuff. So rather unfortunate. Kind of miss the older days. I've actually found that the mom and pop thrift stores, you could get a better deal, better bang for the buck. So just got to hunt them down. So to conclude this video, awesome trip. Enjoyed building that computer. Glad that it's out of my house, for the simple fact that it's kind of been sitting around for a couple of weeks. And usually when I build a computer, I don't like them to sit around like that. Two things to take away, I will say, is number one, definitely if you're going to deliver a computer like that, definitely check it before you make delivery. I drove 12 hours, and I'm glad I checked it the night before, because we had an issue with the Windows activation, which I did use a legit version of Windows, but for some reason it didn't take. And we had some glitches, but it was just all drivers and kind of refreshing everything. So I was glad I was able to do that. I wanted to get more footage of the guy using the computer and setting it up, but his roommate was sick, and the timing and everything. But I mean, that's fine. I was there for an extra day, and I told him, hey, if you have any problems, I'm here for an extra day. Just give me a call. He didn't reach out. everything was good, but he did inform me that the computer is running great. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I think I want to try to do more stuff like this, kind of do builds, deliver them, take you through the deliveries, and get a little more out of the garage and just kind of travel a little more and just kind of integrate that into tech, because the used market is great. If you're willing to travel, you can actually get some really good prices. And then it's also cool to kind of travel different places, meet new people. I kind of do it for most acquaintances that have moved out of state. So thanks for watching. Definitely comment down below. Let me know thoughts, concerns, criticisms, all that good stuff. I enjoy the feedback and everything. If you like this video, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you're not. And as always, we'll see what we come up with next.